Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5 best gaming motherboards. Starting at number 5. Asus Prime H610M AD4. Of the sub-$120 Intel H610 chipset motherboards we've tested, Asus Prime H610M AD4 is the only one that supports two M.2 sockets for storage, and a key M.2 socket lets you easily add CNVI-based NICs for speedy and reliable Wi-Fi. If you're a Euro trademark looking to get into Alder Lake on the cheap and will not overclock, the H610 chipset is the least expensive way in, but ETA Euro trademark S not without drawbacks. There are fewer USB ports and Wata Euro trademark S available is slower. While the entire Alder Lake processor stack is technically supported, a Euro trademark limited in what processors you can utilize with this chipset. Considering the slower performance we saw in heavy multi-threaded loads with our Core i9 on all tested H610 motherboards, and don't expect loads of external expansion. There are just 6 USB ports here, none of them faster than the pair of teal 10 gigabits per second ports. But if a Euro trademark not trying to run the best Alder Lake has to offer, this sub-$110 board is a good way to get the latest and greatest Intel has to offer without putting huge a hole in your bank account. Coming at number 4. Asus ROG Strix B660 iGaming. After our benchmark testing and a close look at its ample feature set, the Asus ROG Strix B660 iGaming Wi-Fi has proved to be a worthy compact motherboard in the budget-friendly B660 space. The tiny board comes equipped with a PCIe 5.0 slot, 2 M.2 sockets, integrated Wi-Fi 6, and a last-gen premium audio solution. The only real concern hardware-wise is with the hot VRM temperatures, but do note this was during a stress test and isn't a Euro trademark typical loading scenario. Outside of that, the performance across all of our testing was good, easily competing with the other DDR5-based boards. For $219.99, ETA Euro trademark S reasonably priced, feature-rich and a good performer. ETA Euro trademark T ask for much more out of this class of board. The Asus ROG Strix B660 iGaming Wi-Fi is the ITX board of choice if you a Euro trademark looking to save some money and don't a Euro trademark T plan to overclock your Alder Lake processor. If you do, there are Z690 options, though most of these are well over $300. At number 3. MSI Mag B660M mortar. So long as you don't a Euro trademark T plan on overclocking your CPU or want to use PCIe 5.0 devices before your next upgrade, the MSI Mag B660M mortar Wi-Fi DDR4 and its B660 chipset makes for a great option for those looking to get into Alder Lake without putting a heavy burden on your build budget. It lacks the fancy looks or RGB lighting of pricier boards, but does come with everything you need to get the most out of a stock-clocked Alder Lake CPU. The mortar includes 2 PCIe 4.0 x 4 M.2 sockets, 6 SATA ports, a premium last-generation audio solution and VRMs that easily manage the flagship Core i9 CPU. In our testing, performance on our B660M mortar was similar to those of the Z690-based DDR4 boards we tested previously. In other words, this sub-$200 motherboard was able to utilize our i9-12900K processor to its fullest, while costing a third less than most Z690 offerings. Number 2 of my list. Gigabyte Aorus Z690 Tachyon. The Z690 Aorus Tachyon comes with robust power delivery that supports sub-ambient overclocking of any compatible Alder Lake CPU. The 105A SPS MOSFETs, large heatsink, and overclocking tools ensure the board doesn't a Euro trademark T get in the way of top achievable clock speeds. And in our testing, it performed above average overall, with some of the fastest results in our new Blender benchmark, Cinebench R23 and Procyon Office. with our game tests also showing results slightly higher than average for the Z690 boards we've tested. The EATX Aorus Tachyon has several features that make overclocking easier too, including buttons to raise/lower the CPU ratio, cooldown functionality, limp modes, multiple BIOS capability, tantalum capacitors around the socket area, and more. And number 1. Gigabyte Z690 Aorus Pro. At around $330, the Gigabyte Z690 Aorus Pro is a mid-range Alder Lake motherboard that covers all the bases very well, with minimal sacrifices. There are ample storage options, including 4 M.2 sockets, updated audio, and a new appearance. In our extensive testing, performance, thermals, and overclocking were also well within the range of other Z690 boards we've tested. Between its 13 USB ports on the rear I/O, 4 M.2 sockets, and capable power delivery, all at a price that's well below flagship options, there are Euro trademark a lot to love ya about the Z690 Aorus Pro. So long as you don't a Euro trademark T require integrated RGB lighting or Wi-Fi 6E out of the box. The Gigabyte Z690 Aorus Pro is an excellent Alder Lake motherboard to build your Z690 system around. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.